Daga gwamnati wato from the government house shirya ina na yalabe kina de gwamnati ja enunuchi Mohammed Umaru Bago be la tula euro toye wo bilioni ni ebo de ekmashe pipe waye gine je waye la de sare ga pupils with special needs na mauga be pe makante pipe waje pe she ka gwamnati tangi gutsun yake Niger State na mula ga na la tula shani e kai wachiko yin rice project na de aji gam kanta kuni sa chabeyin bana de nusan chiko yede fadi santa ajiya Amina Jumai Gimba shiti a tilaga tula Bago ke anigaga.
Special education is expensive, it's time taking. As such, it needs colossal amount to start. I want a pilot state for this project in 25 local governments. So in every local government, we're going to have a basic school that will attend to the need of children and people with special needs. In these premises and the other schools I had mentioned earlier, Niger State Primary Education Board will build classrooms specifically for children with special needs. And that will start from Monday, inshallah. Niger State Government is going to invest 1 billion naira for this project. So a special account will be created where the pool of these funds will be there to attend to this very important societal issue.
We are inspired by the vision of His Excellency, the Governor, Farmer Dr. Mohammed Umaru Bago, whose new Niger agenda has laid a strong foundation for expanding access to quality and inclusive education.
This initiative is crucial, not only for the development of children with special needs, but also for fostering a more compassionate, understanding, and cohesive society.
Daga gwamnati nuchi Mohammed Umaru Bago yake Niger State ala tulani etula yeza kutu abandochi na maze shiti anaga engineer Muhammad Imam na aleda etu manele daga lili wato zabe yake Niger State na mazana yake lifi etu mancho naga sade barrister MA Liman ke unso permanent commissioner Nasiru Ubadia mutoke permanent commissioner Yahya Idris Abara unto permanent commissioner Abe zane ke fibo naga ke Captain Mohammed Baro permanent commissioner Abe Kabiru Tanko Zama permanent commissioner Abe barrister Amina Gwa Betode barrister Ahmed Bargui kede a sofi etumbanele daga lili wato Niger State Independent Electoral Commission bona daga gwamnati yake Niger nunuchi Mohammed Umaru Bago gan ebo asu na de bedan gboro gba nana gwamnati ki Niger State ta shiri ji dan nimbwali na bele paso ebe sere yen po enkichi lupu sheba ndondo ebo to de azunfe yen mi won ebida na gwamnati nunuchi Umaru Bago la gan la tula kamino fe beko egajin Gate Foundation Naje nusa chukwe ba shiti achiwube gwamnati bino ega ititula ke aniga Bago na.
As a state, we have stabilized the price of corn, rice, and other food items in this country. We've harvested over 1 million metric tons of corn. We want to bring incentives to crash down the price of food at 50% for this Ramadan, because we're tired of giving hand over or hand notes or handouts to people. Let them pay at least little instead of paying for nothing. So I want to welcome you to Niger State in a view for collaboration in terms of crop production, livestock production, aquaculture, and other very important endeavors of life. We have been working as a state with the Gates Foundation, both in terms of health and agriculture. We've started discussions, and we're sure with your visit today, we can take it to the next level. We're very ambitious as a state, and to transition from poverty line of one cropping season in a year, we're ambitious to go 3 seasons in a year.
We are very privileged to be part of Nigeria's government and commitment towards driving the inclusive agricultural transformation. And we are very pleased to see the commitment from the Niger government towards the agricultural sector, bringing the right infrastructure in place, And we are also pleased to see that Niger government and the stakeholders in the state, they look at agriculture not just as a humanitarian case that is in need of help, but rather as a business opportunity which will bring value across the whole chain.
Daga ebe gwamnati dagba ne gwamnati ki Niger State daga da yanki ne gaga CFO wato kberegi yake da zaga hunki na laya Federal Housing Authority ebo emina be tufiki na delo ari hectare mo benini na mai munci jide a tutuka kai na gwamnati nu ci Umaru Bago la ganan latula kamino febe go ega to ba wanci ko ne le daga tutuye emiji yankin gwamnati ta ci na made nu saga yi Honorable Oyetunde Ojo shi ati be me gwamnati mi na ba nu latula gan emina de ale katagi ni na a tukutun emina ale katagi gubana a tukutun be abe emina de ale katagi gutana a tukutun shekin Niger State ka kai ega titula to ba na gwamnati Niger nu shi Umaru Bago la da cikin jile ka kai ba no ci eji ko emina ona.
We are indeed very grateful for choosing Niger State as one of the pilot states. Before you came in, the state government, under its local renewed hope housing program, is ambitious to build 3,000 housing units of 1,000 of one-bedroom flat, another 1,000 of two-bedroom, another 1,000 of three-bedroom. The UNDP and other development partners are also vouching to match funds with us. We build 1,000, they will build 1,000. So that's competition for housing. And the only reason why Niger must be the choice is that we have the land. We don't need to go higher rise. We are very ambitious to transition everybody that is in the IDP camp to resettle them to a new settlement. Some are in that ID camp because of natural disasters. They have been so adamant to leave those locations, so we are trying to relocate them and resettle them as a new settlement. Niger State Government is ambitious to take over 100% of whatever you build. So a sinking fund by the state government has been created, dedicated, so that as at the point you do groundbreaking, will be deducting money and put in that account. Civil servants will start doing mandatory contribution for those that are interested into this fund, while the state government would also match equal of what they have done as a subsidy for housing.
Not surprised because we've been coming a long way. With your performance or achievement in which everybody is saying, to some of us it's not new because we know we do a lot. And like I said, in 5 months' time we are back to collect the CFO. And we are not just collecting CFO to go and keep it in our office. We've already set out our own plans, and we say we're going to do it in conjunction with Niger State Government in the building process. Because it's the citizen of Niger State predominantly that will stay in the place. You also guide us in our drawings, in our engineering and everything, so that at the end of the day, we would make sure that is what the citizen of the state wants.
Daga eme gwamnati gwamna Niger enu ci Muhammad Umaru Bago betwara wo miliyon guo ya enaye man na jide ga jama'atu izalata bidiya wai ka mata sunna ebo de kwashe etunji kakanye enaye adini na gwamna enu ci Umaru Bago eba kaminu la yaratan na tulai kaye won ci ko wato national convention abeto lilati ciye kwaso yan pipiwaji na de ene jama'atu izalatu bidia foundation ji eje mi nona la wona na la ya nu san chukwa tuma ne le daga so ko wuji wato ga dini yake Niger State on Bureau of Religious Affairs bala Umar Faruk Abdullahi bana de adajin saran ya gwamnatin shi Umaru Bago ebe ratwanin la ya zanana ji an ga gada na daga eme gwamnati ki Niger State dagba ne bazajiloye eti egnalatula kenede nga fan pa tu sheki Niger State gba na ebo so eloye egan engichi kuwe latina fe kulo abo ko kulo ba to sheki Niger State gota pa yo na egana de nu san chukwo etu manele de egan area ki Nigeria Dr. Kayode Opefa latula katamba ko etuyan Oniru of Iruland eza chonchi oba Abdul Wasiu omogbola Lawal abisogun bachi ona gomna nchi Umaru Bago gan dagba na no won fe banade ki Niger State alatula ni ebo engichi na waga esoju dan 20 lagbo shekin na ege chi latula kede dagba na no ebo de ala ki abo ye zo en kulo kusin en gi cha ala jin abo ala lo ba to ebu da ba nu wana gómìnà nu chi Umaru Bago gan egen pa kin kasa elega abi peso ebo en gi chi du de dalo da jiva va yon daga eme gwamnati committee na de akan ebo chichile tun na de akuza ifo che kin Niger State Civil Service Commission de latula ni kede egan agan do chine ga fi bando chi ono nja chi gu ya na ma abekpe ga ya gi labari je bol lakiya boye ganga ga shi ono na man da sakwai committee chi na mai shaba gwamnati Niger to shi mutu gwamnati Niger Deputy Governor Comrade Yakubu Garba ka sakpe ga je ya gi labari shi shi yemi no ba no gan wa fe ena goyina pe ga je ya zaji ebo kina da akuza yi tuku to ekona jada ye tuku chi ka kayan ti pe ga je yake anigaga na.
Recruitment exercise is not only done in Niger State, it's done in every state of Nigeria, inclusive federal government. This what we are doing here is partnership for progress, not partnership for destruction. For the entities who could not make it, they should know they don't have any state than Niger State. Mr. Governor has done very well, and we commend him. We gave the copy of this our distribution to CSC to ensure they picked those that scores 90 and above from those local government. However, there are local government that even if you shift it to 40, they cannot make up their allocation. But because of equity and fairness, and because of future, we don't want that local government to be left behind. All those that have made it from 50 and above, which is 46,000 plus, their information is still in the database of CSC, and it is still work in progress. In our report, we are going to advise them, that's why we have done it verbally, that going further, when we have a gap, we will seek for additional recruitment from the database of the existing people that have applied and they have passed through this interview. There is no need for again to open portal for another application, because already we have the database of those who have made it from 50 and above. But mind you, even if we have a gap, we are to pick from merit and taking cognizance of fairness again. Somebody from Agra, if we have a gap and there is disadvantage in Agra, even if that person made 30, we will consider him and we will build his capacity on the job.
Daga emi gwamnati ki Niger State ga wa fe jiyan na ga kun ina dagba ni e bol lakiya bo era gbanshi abeto bibi tuna ide anu chi edifi ki Niger State gba na jimi tu gwamnati Niger to Deputy Governor Comrade Yakubu Garba galaga na tula kamna fe pe ga ya gi labari shi bana du latula e gide eza shi be ni no chinara de bojin king gedam Yobe State na aga kugine ikulo da district of Okwe ga da lotun paku jina Comrade Yakubu Garba chila ga itula ya gi labari sarai ki an ga gunci akpa ko tolo kin Niger Republic be eno to gwamnati kin Niger State ji da ni bona unci pe gashiye ebo lakia bo tun ci joke an ga na.
May interest you and baffle you that 21 indigenous of Niger State from Magama local government to be precise were rescued from a syndicate of human traffickers. These were all young boys with an average age of 10. Human trafficking deteriorates human dignity. It is a crime that strips off our common ideals of brotherhood. It destroys the fabric of our society and undermines the government creed of protecting all citizens against trafficking, violence, oppression, injustice, and other forms of vices. The victims are subjected to hard labor, prostitution, organ harvesting, and in some cases, they are reduced to a guinea pig for laboratory experiments. The government of Governor Mohammed Umaru Bago has been deliberate in addressing these factors through employment opportunities and poverty alleviation policies. The government shall be decisive in our approach and ensure the restoration of peace and human dignity. Our people are our greatest assets, and we shall treasure and protect them by all means necessary. The momentary setback shall not deter us. The government is more than willing to deploy all necessary measures in bringing to a halt, or at worst, the barrenness minimums all forms of criminality.
biya ci maga ibe zo be shirye daga emi gwamnati yayin nan yace daji ai be cicile yi kan dondo eji dai no to dokuna ya zane la kagbe shi nan ngama yi press secretary wato zane kaga ya gwamnati nan jana Alhaji Bolagi Ibrahim yace ga yace kun yi iboro ba da mi so mur sale da ma bebe shirin ya daga emi gwamnati biya yayin